In LA this week.
I'm Rasha Goel. Up next, how City Ride is making the lives of seniors much more convenient.
Music, food, and fun. There's all that and more here in Pershing Square at a free summer concert. I'm Anita Bennett, and I'll have the story just ahead.
A fruit-themed pop-up gallery that's all the rage on La Brea. I'm Gil Reyes at World of Fruits. We'll take a bite next.
Hey everyone, I'm Yana Kay. Here's what's happening on LA this week. It's a ride that's helping improve the quality of life for seniors, giving them an easier way to get around town. Rasha Goel has more.
I think City Ride is the best thing that could possibly happen for senior citizens.
At 91, Pat Philly goes to her part-time job and uses the City Ride service to get her to and from work. City Ride is a transportation assistance program with curb-to-curb service available for LA residents over the age of 65 and for disabled individuals.
You call in, you make a reservation 2 days in advance for medical trips and 1 day in advance for all other types of trips. You call and you give them the address and we will pick you up in front of the curb of your home.
With City Ride, seniors can schedule doctor's appointments, visit family and friends, plan for recreational and social activities, or even go to work.
It has helped me tremendously because I cannot drive on that freeway with the traffic, and I do need to work for a living. If you're able to use City Ride, use it because it is so helpful and it's comfortable.
Basically, you need to fill out a simple application. You send us a check for $21. If you're low income, it's $9 to register for the program, and we go ahead and put $84 back on that card. That subsidy amount was strictly for you to be able to use to take trips for 3 months.
The City Ride program also offers participants subsidies for taxi rides within the city of LA through the 9 taxi cab companies the city operates. It's a service Pat has also used.
I have asthma and my daughter has had to take me to the emergency hospital in the middle of the night, and they always keep you there for 5 hours. So I tell her to go home and then I take a taxi home.
And we will give you $20 worth of value so you can call a taxi all over the city of LA. We're also going to be introducing an app so that it also allows the flexibility of people to just go on their phones to be able to make the kinds of payments that they need.
And City Riders can also ride free on the Dash Bus. City Ride is wheelchair accessible, and the maximum cost for a one-way trip is $4.
Getting around town in the San Fernando Valley also just got a lot easier as the area's very first bike share program kicks into gear to help you get to where you need to go.
Who's ready to ride a bike?
This morning we're launching a new bike share program in North Hollywood. It's the very first bike share deployment in the San Fernando Valley. So it's big news for the Valley. We want to give commuters more options, and we've strategically placed these bike share stations throughout the North Hollywood area to give them the best choice for leaving the car at home and using a bicycle to make short distance trips in the area.
What's special about these bikes you can see behind me is they're actually smart bikes. So many of them are electric. They make it a little easier to go a little farther, a little easier to get up that hill, to get where you're going, and not break a sweat.
Every opportunity we have to get people out of their car and onto another form of mobility is an important step forward, and I think that this is going to be a huge success. We just launched the program and I just took a test ride on the bike just a few minutes ago, and I already saw a customer with a bike. Apparently they were starting to rent these within hours of their first availability.
Bike share in the city of Los Angeles and the county of Los Angeles is truly an extension of public transit. So that gives people the reassurance that it's always going to be there, it's always going to be affordable, it'll be integrated with TAP, and it won't cost you any more than a bus ticket.
You probably don't pay much attention to the census, but it's a very important count that determines how much state and local funding LA will get based on its population. Our Anita Bennett sat down with Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez to talk about what the census means to us all.
Today we're talking about Census 2020. Now there's a count of the U.S. population every 10 years and the next count will take place in the spring. There's a lot at stake too. So joining us to discuss what's at stake for the city of L.A. is Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so what does the census mean for the city of L.A.?
So in the city of Los Angeles, the census data plays a critical role for not just the way we distribute resources in the city of Los Angeles, namely, for example, our basic cars for LAPD is determined by our census counts. But more importantly, each member of our community in the city of Los Angeles, that when they're counted, they are worth an estimated $1,900 in federal funds that come to our city to help support our infrastructure, our roads, our public schools. So they're really important to make sure that we get an accurate count so that we get our fair share of federal resources. In addition to that, it also clearly plays an important role in determining how many representatives we have in Congress. And so these are some very important numbers, because with the population that we have in Los Angeles, making sure that everyone counts is an important part of making sure that we get the resources that our city deserves.
There is a low response rate for some of the neighborhoods in your district. What are some of those?
Pacoima, Sylmar, North Hills, Mission Hills have traditionally been areas that have been undercounted. Given the pattern of behavior of this president and its administration, I understand and recognize that I think it was with their intention to try and prohibit people from participating or inhibit people from participating, is my belief, I think, to deny us the resources that otherwise we would be deserving of. And so I think we've seen a lot of actions that have been very punitive in nature to withhold resources from the city of Los Angeles. And so we're asking everyone to participate in this process so that we cannot be denied the resources that our citizens in our community are deserving of.
What are some key dates we should be aware of?
So March 12th is when some of the initial mailings will begin to notify everyone that census is open, but March 12th is when that online portal will be available. And we have a finite window for people to participate on that online portal, and that's going to extend through July 31st. So it's just it's a very abbreviated timeline, so we want to make sure it's one of those things that, you know, it's kind of like doing your homework when you're in high school. The sooner you get it done, the sooner you go out and have fun. It's just an easier thing for you to just handle, take care of the minute that it's available, so that we can get everyone counted in the city of Los Angeles. So we want to encourage everybody to participate. For more information, we have a website, which is census.lacity.org, and we want to encourage everyone, if you have questions, and clearly you can always contact your local council representatives, but we are all very concerned in making sure that our communities are counted.
And once again, that is census.lacity.org.
Community groups and other local organizations were out in full force recently in Council District 9 to give those experiencing homelessness a helping hand.
So you're standing in the middle of Homeless Connect Day. We've been doing it, I think, close to 10 years now. And this is an opportunity to bring all the services that people need in one place. You know, people experiencing homelessness usually have a lot of barriers. And one of the largest ones, besides not knowing where you're going to sleep every night, is trying to navigate through all these different systems. And so we have legal aid here to provide support to people. Many of them have nuisance tickets for living on the street or other legal matters that they can't deal with and can't afford to deal with. Literally, if they're street homeless and they need a place to go, they can move from here directly into shelter. If they need medical support, they can get it on site. If they need a driver's license or ID, the DMV is here to do that. So connect is the operative word in today's event.
They have like therapy, just different things to help your family. I'm grateful because before I got here, I don't know where I would have been with my child.
Our goal is for them to connect to one or more needed services and leave here one step closer to being housed and off the street, one step closer to being able to secure additional income and become employed, one step closer maybe with dealing with their addiction. So our goal is for them to leave here one step closer to whatever they're trying to achieve.
Actually, it's just not unhoused people. We provide a shower to anybody that wants a shower, and everybody likes to be clean. So it's a joy to see them come out really happy.
Homelessness is all of our problem. It's a humanitarian issue. Nobody should have to sleep outside. So I just encourage folks to get involved in whatever way they can to make it better.
As you've probably heard by now, Hollyhock House in Hollywood is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. That's like the Oscars for cultural and historic value, and people are visiting in droves. Anna Marcos takes a tour and joins the curator in a game of I Spy.
First order of the day when you enter the Hollyhock House is put on your booties. And you can see why. There's actually lots of people in this house, sometimes as many as 40 visitors, and visitorship has actually doubled since it went on the UNESCO World Heritage List.
We know that we have history. We know we have great architecture. We know we have outstanding universal value. The world hasn't always thought so. And so now we don't have to justify it anymore. We've got it and we're recognized for it. And UNESCO's done it.
Hollyhock House, the crown jewel of Barnsdall Park, was built by famed architect Frank Lloyd Wright as a hilltop home for oil heiress Aline Barnsdall in 1921. It becomes the first LA landmark listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, joining an exclusive club that includes the Statue of Liberty and Yosemite National Park.
You had this iconic architect, Frank Lloyd Wright, move into collaboration with a single woman oil heiress who is also an artist and a political radical. And the two of them began a collaboration to, in a sense, create an oasis in the middle of Los Angeles.
We call it Hollyhock House because Hollyhock House was Aline Barnsdall's favorite flower, and she asked Frank Lloyd Wright if he couldn't possibly use it in the design.
And this is a hollyhock?
And this is Frank Lloyd Wright's abstract version of the hollyhock.
The stone architecture, it looks kind of like Mayan or Aztec. It's very cool.
Did you know that that's actually an abstract design of the hollyhock flower?
I did not know that. That's awesome.
The fun game is how many hollyhocks can you find?
How many?
Well, a lot, but it's real easy to find the one in the carpet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they are everywhere you look.
You get to add to your list of I Spy hollyhocks.
Is this a hollyhock?
It's an abstract, yes. There are elements of the hollyhock design in these windows as
so
terms
you have
of architecture.
the real hollyhock
Yeah.
and the abstract hollyhock. Yup, the real flowers are planted everywhere, but in spite of the name, there's more to this house than just hollyhocks.
This is made of cast concrete blocks. It's a abstract design. Frank Lloyd Wright looked to nature for all his inspiration. You have water, you have fire, you have earth in the concrete, and you have light.
I really love architecture, so I wanted to kind of figure out like what was so special about it and like why there was like so much hype around it.
I'm a really big fan of Frank Lloyd Wright. I just really like his style because it's so simple and natural and really evokes the elements of the earth and nature.
I want you to take a look at the back of this chair.
It's a hollyhock.
It is.
And so, a Hollywood landmark has now been upgraded to one of the world's most important cultural and historic sites.
For more information and to schedule a tour, visit culturela.org and click on Hollyhock House UNESCO designation. LA's Department of Cultural Affairs manages the site. Councilmember Gil Cedillo helps support a new Latino history book in LA's libraries, a boost for Metrolink ridership, and local high school students get free Wi-Fi thanks in part to LA Council President Herb Wesson. All this in City Beat. LA City Council member Gil Cedillo and the LA Public Library are working together to distribute a new book called Power Shift: How Latinos in California Transformed Politics in America, to library branches throughout the city. The book details the legacy and accomplishments of 10 East LA Latino political leaders. Metrolink has hit a major milestone, hitting nearly 12 million boardings last year. The new record is an increase of 247,000 boardings from the prior year and eclipses the record set in 2008 and 2009 fiscal year. LA City Council President Herb Wesson has announced the launch of a citywide program to give free Wi-Fi hotspots to low-income high school students so they can do schoolwork. Council President Wesson is working with 1 Million Project Foundation and Los Angeles Unified School District on this project. Want to post something different on Instagram? Well, a new pop-up gallery is the first in the world dedicated to exotic fruit. And you can even sample some of these healthy foods while you're there. Gil Reyes shows us.
Get your camera ready. In the world of photo-friendly pop-up galleries, a new one called World of Fruit brings something new to the table.
As far as I know, it's the first and only fruit-themed immersive experience in the world. And we just opened a couple months ago. We're directly across from the legendary Pink's Hot Dogs. So we're a great location here. A lot of summertime fun here. Get some great photos, taste some yummy treats, get a nice popsicle. It's just a good time here.
Founder Andrew Zoe takes us on a tour.
So Andrew, this room is all banana slices, but they aren't your typical banana slices.
No, they're not. So, our whole thing is fruit you've never seen or tasted before. We don't want to do a traditional yellow banana. A lot of people have called these cow bananas, a bunch of different names. We just want to make things unique.
Here's a nice group photo taken from this room. Moving on.
A little bit more of a tranquil experience in this room compared to the others.
Right, definitely. So you can see this is our Holy Vines room. We have fog going. We have birds chirping with tropical rainforest sounds. We see a beam of light coming down, and it kind of illuminates this Garden of Eden almost with these enlarged berries.
World of Fruit also hosts private parties as well as film shoots. Celebrate with friends in the Infinity Grape Room or in the Pineapple Disco Derby. This space even has watermelon disco balls to get you in the party mood. Now on to the next room.
Andrew, this is called the Watermelon Room?
Right, this is one of our fan favorites actually, just because there's so many photo ops, 2 swings, you have a seesaw, and you get a wonderful water fruit popsicle that you can only get here.
Thanks, Jordy. How many flavors do we have?
We actually have watermelon here, and then the bottom is actually a lemonade flavor. Right. Yeah, and everything's natural, gluten-free. It's only 60 calories as well. So everything in this room you can actually play with. So all the swings work as well. It really brings out the inner child in people. So even we've had some people, like 70, 75 years old, come onto the seesaw and just have a great time. This to me is the most exciting part of our experience. A lot of Instagram museums out there, you can get the photos, but none of them have this. Every guest that comes in here gets a sample of each of these fruits. So we'll start here with the jackfruit. This is one of our fan favorites. It's a very sweet fruit, very tart. We have guava here, passion fruit, yellow dragon fruit. We have baby pineapples here, rambutan, as well as star fruit. You're not going to find these in your Vons. You're not going to find these at Ralph's in your local grocery stores.
Come get a taste and snap some photos at World of Fruit at 716 North La Brea. For ticket info, log on to worldoffruit.co.
A portion of the proceeds benefits the LA Food Bank. The gallery runs through the end of October. It's an app that helps kids discover and explore the world around them. The goal is to get more kids outside, playing and learning.
We are really happy to have all of you guys here today at LA State Historic Park for our official launch of Agents of Discovery.
Agents of Discovery is like Pokemon Go, but for education.
I need 2 objects with math. MASs, yeah, math.
It's all about getting out and exploring. It's, linking location to learning.
Hey! Read this challenge, and this is one of our missions.
Agents of Discovery allows students to learn more about parks. I get to learn something, and I love nature, so it's even better.
The City of LA was one of the very first customers of Agents of Discovery, and they now have 9 parks that are participating across the city. And there is in total about 300 locations in the country.
So I have learned that there used to be a train station here.
And then how did they clean the area up afterwards by planting corn to suck the toxins out of the ground? Just walking through here and doing the app, I think it expands essentially our knowledge of the area.
Learning something new, it can open up doors for you to have better perspectives of other places and other things and other people.
This is what the world needs. We don't need more entertainment. We need more families out happy together, exploring.
Who doesn't love elephants? Well, they were the hot topic recently during World Elephant Day at the LA Zoo. It was all part of an effort to increase awareness of the challenges that Asian elephants face and protect them from extinction.
This weekend, the LA Zoo is celebrating World Elephant Day with a lot of activities focused on Asian elephants. August is Asian Elephant Appreciation Month, and we're trying to shine a light on Asian elephants because they're highly endangered. Some of the challenges facing Asian elephants are illegal ivory trade, habitat destruction, and human-elephant conflict. As people take up more and more space, elephants have less space to live in, and that's causing a lot of challenges for them.
I think it's very informational, very educational, and eye-opening because you see how they're trying to mimic their natural environment here, and we're killing it out there, so it kind of sucks.
We have a campaign called Tons of Love. We're trying to get 40,000 social media posts that are tagged with the hashtag Tons of Love to let people know there are only 40,000 left.
We as a people, we should do something to save the, not only elephants, all the endangered, animals.
Come down and tour our barns where you can learn more about our elephants and how we take care of them, what they eat, and participate in some fun activities that we've got for the kids. There's all kinds of fun stuff to do.
Each summer, the Department of Recreation and Parks offers a summer concert series in Pershing Square. Anita Bennett reports the events are a big hit with people who just happen to be downtown.
Jesse is a friend. You've always been a good friend of mine.
The sounds of summer and of Rick Springfield filled Pershing Square at a free summer concert.
Fun. Our kind of music, the food, the day, just getting out of the office. Perfect.
As the crowd took in the music, South Bay cover band Radio Rebels belted out a string of 1980s hits.
This is our third year playing Pershing Square, so we were really excited to be asked back. The energy is so fun. I mean, we get an eclectic crowd here, people that work downtown LA, people just maybe visiting here in the summer, tourists.
Those tourists and others in the crowd settled in for an afternoon of fun.
We're from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So how'd you hear about this? We were just walking by and we heard the music, and I pulled my daughter in because I love this music. This is music from my good old days.
It is lunchtime, so for anyone looking to grab something to eat or drink, they got that covered too at the Pershing Square Farmers Market. I'm having a tropical juicy juice. That's good. The summer concert series is presented by the Department of Recreation and Parks. And judging by the reactions, well, today's performance hit just the right notes.
Woo! I would say you all made the cheerleading.
The Pershing Square lunchtime concerts are held each Wednesday afternoon throughout the month of August. Enjoy Sunday Market that's 100% vegan. Come out for a Latina Fest that's all about empowerment. And book lovers explore the writings of great authors, poets, and artists at a village book fair. All this and things to do. Vegan Sunday NoHo is the South Valley's free 100% vegan market featuring local food, apparel, and lifestyle vendors. At Vegan Sunday, you'll find an army of vendors serving up tacos, drinks, burgers, and more, alongside cosmetics, candles, and then some. Join your NoHo neighbors for Vegan Sunday, weekly from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at 5300 Backman Avenue. For more details, visit veganSundayEvents.com. The Leimert Park Village Book Fair returns for its 13th edition. Book lovers, families, and fans of all ages are invited to join in on this unrivaled literary event. Come celebrate the writings of great authors, poets, and artists during this day-long festival. The 13th annual Leimert Park Village Book Fair drops on Saturday, August 24th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Get more details at LeimertParkBookFair.com. Experience an empowerment celebration. Latina Fest 2019 is an outdoor festival which brings together thousands of women eager to engage and network. You can shop, enjoy some wellness pampering, or sip wine at the Cocktail Garden. Then listen as inspirational Talk Latina speakers share how to find the most powerful you. Latina Fest 2019 Mind, Body, and Soul makes its way to La Plaza de Cultura y Artes on Sunday, August 25th, beginning at noon. For more information, visit their listing on Eventbrite. And that's a look at some things to do. That's it for this edition. I'm Yana Kay. From all of us here at LA This Week, thanks for joining us. A reminder that you can catch us online at lacityview.org. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. See you next time for more of LA This Week.